Hello, welcome to part 3. Before we get started, there have been a couple of new additions. We have, where is it? We have 21 Bridges, which is a really, really good action movie. Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. We all know how great that is. And right over here, picked this up for less than $2 at a thrift store, Bambi. So that's pretty fantastic. I do have a bunch of new releases over on a board. We'll get to those later. As you can see, they are right over there. But now on to part 3. When we last left off, I basically did this whole row. I left off with Daddy's Home 1 and 2, which are both classics, as we all know. We are going to go through these 2 rows. Dallas Buyers Club. This is really, really good. I have to rewatch that soon. Dance Flick. It's just alright. Dances with Wolves. This is the 4-hour version. This is good, not great. Triple feature set of Daredevil, Elektra, and the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I haven't watched any of those yet. Darkman. Haven't watched that yet either. Dark Waters. This is really good. Highly recommend that one. Date Night, really, really good. This is the DC 9-film set. This comes with Superman the Movie, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut. Both of those are fantastic. Superman 3, Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. Those 2 are just okay. Superman Returns, which I have not watched yet. Batman, Batman Returns, which are both fantastic. Batman Forever, which is pretty good. And Batman and Robin, which is actually okay. Dead Again in Tombstone. I haven't watched that yet, but it is the sequel to Dead in Tombstone, which is okay. Dead Man Down. It's pretty decent. Deadpool. Great movie. And then Deadpool 2. Really, really great as well. Dead Trigger. It's an okay Dolph Lundgren movie. Dear John. I've not watched that yet. Death Wish, this being the remake. Really, really good. Deck the Halls, pretty decent. Deepwater Horizon, it's also pretty good. Delivery Man, also really good. Delta Farce, not that great. Den of Thieves, this was really good. I heard they were doing a sequel to this, and I hope they do. Then we have Despicable Me. Despicable Me 2. And Despicable Me 3. Which is, it's a decent franchise. Not one of the best, but not one of the worst either. I do own Minions. We'll get to that later. We have the Die Hard collection, all 5 movies. This comes with, of course, Die Hard, Die Hard 2, Die Harder, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Live Free or Die Hard, and A Good Day to Die Hard. And both the 4th and 5th movies have both cuts on them. All of these movies are fantastic, with the exception of the 5th one. I thought the 5th one was just decent. Dirty Dancing, it's a fantastic movie. Do not see the remake that they did a couple years ago. That was awful. And I have not seen the sequel, Havana Nights. We have the Dirty Harry collection. This comes with Dirty Harry, Magnum Force, The Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and the Deadpool. Dirty Harry is fantastic. That is a must-watch. 2, 3, and 4 are pretty decent, and 5 is decent too, but it's really, really cheesy. And it's got Jim Carrey, so that's pretty cool. Double feature of Disclosure and Fatal Attraction. 2 movies where Michael Douglas sleeps with a woman that he shouldn't, but they're both pretty good. Disturbia, I haven't watched that yet. Divergent, it's pretty decent. I do have the other 2 movies. Django Unchained, this movie's fantastic. You all must watch that. Doctor Sleep, this is the sequel to The Shining. I don't know why I blanked out for a second. I've seen it twice. I saw the movie in theaters, and then I watched it with the director's cut. This is a fantastic movie. If you have not seen it, please do. Doctor Strange, it's a great Marvel movie. Dodgeball, it's pretty decent. Dom Hemingway, it's really good. Domino, awesome movie. Don John, also really good. I think it just started raining outside. That's why I paused. Donnie Darko. I have not watched that yet. This is Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. This is a really funny movie. I highly recommend that. Come on. Don't Breathe. Great movie. Don't Say a Word. Also a great movie. I love Brittany Murphy. It was a shame when she passed away. 'Cause she was a fantastic actress. Double Team. Fantastic buddy movie. Dracula 2000. I've not watched this yet. If you own the DVD for the movie, don't get rid of it because the Blu-ray does not transfer over any of the features. Dragged Across Concrete. Fantastic movie. Drag Me to Hell. I've not watched that yet. And we're going to move over into the corner section here. Dragon Ball Evolution. I have not watched that yet, although I've heard great things. Dreamcatcher. I also have not watched that yet. And Dreamgirls. I also have not checked that out yet. This is great. This is the DreamWorks Ultimate Holiday Collection. This comes with 8 shorts and, or TV specials, I guess, and 1 movie. The movie is Rise of the Guardians, which is a really good movie. But the shorts are Trolls Holiday, which is the whole reason I bought this, because it's the first time it's been on Blu-ray. Donkey's Caroling Christmas-tacular, The Madagascar Penguins, Christmas Caper, Kung Fu Panda Holiday, Home for the Holidays, Shrek the Halls, Merry Madagascar, Dragons, Gift of the Night Fury, and yeah, that's it. So great set. Drill Bit Taylor, really, really good, very underrated. Drive Angry, also a lot of fun. If I can put that, there we go. Driven to Kill, pretty decent later Steven Seagal movie. Drumline, I haven't watched that yet. Then we have Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Not only a classic, but it's got 2 other shorts on it. The Grinch is the Cat in the Hat, and Halloween is Grinch Night. So that's awesome. Then we have the Jim Carrey version of Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which is really, really good. And then we have Dr. Seuss's The Grinch. This is the Illumination version. It's decent. They turned the Grinch into Gru, which I wasn't really happy about, but what can you do? It's not bad. Drunk, Stoned, Brilliant, Dead, The Story of the National Lampoon, a documentary I have not watched yet. Due Date, that's a fun one. Dumb and Dumber, that is a classic. And then Dumb and Dumber 2, which is pretty good. I do own the prequel, which surprisingly wasn't too bad, but it's only on VHS and DVD, so I have the DVD of it. They haven't released it to Blu-ray, at least as far as I know. Dumbo, the remake / sequel, this was actually pretty good. I recommend that. Dying of the Light, haven't watched that yet. East of Eden, classic, I know, but I haven't watched that yet. Easy-E, I don't believe, or Easy-E, oh my god. Easy-A, this COVID-19 quarantine is making me nuts. Easy-A, I have not watched that all the way through yet. Edge of Darkness, that's a great thriller. Edge of Tomorrow, if you guys haven't watched this so far this year, you must, because it takes place in 2014, and it's a fantastic movie. 8th Grade, that's another great movie. Elf, that's just a fantastic movie. Put that back in there. Ella Enchanted, I have not watched that yet. Empire Records, one of my all-time favorite movies. As a matter of fact, April 8th is Rex Manning Day, so it is time to watch this again this year. I do own the movie on DVD too because, again, the DVD has the extended cut and that's just the theatrical, so nerd problems, I know. Enchanted, fantastic. End of Watch, one of my all-time favorites. Enemies Closer, it's pretty decent. Entourage, the movie, great movie. Entrapment, haven't watched that yet. Escape Room, it's really good. ESPN Films Collection Volume 1, this comes with Catching Hell, Charismatic, The Fab Five, Herschel, and Renee. I've not watched any of those yet. E.T., I know this is a classic, but I have not watched that yet. Evil Dead, the remake, really, really good. I do have the original 2 Evil Deads. We'll get to them later. And I have Army of Darkness, but we already talked about it. Executive Decision, really good movie. This is the Blu-ray edition, though, and it even says on the bottom back here, this R-rated version of the film is different from the original R-rated version, so I don't know what exactly they changed, but they changed something. Exit Wounds, great movie. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, have not watched that yet. Face Off, fantastic. I want to take his face off. Family Guy, It's a Trap, and Something 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 Dark Side. Good specials. I do own Blue Harvest, but only on DVD. Fantasia and Fantasia 2000. I do need to rewatch these because it's been a while since I've seen them, but they're both really good. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Both really good movies. I know a lot of people didn't like Grindelwald that much, but I liked it. Fantastic Mr. Fox, a fantastic movie. And then we have Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious 6. And then for collecting purposes, I bought a standard version of it because for the time it came with that artwork where they were all matching it and everything. Now they're not doing it anymore, so that's fantastic. Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw. And then Faster, which is a good movie. And then Fast 5, and then I brought this collector's edition of Fast 5. All the Fast and the Furiouses are great. I do own all of them, but they're scattered throughout. Double feature set of Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Dazed and Confused. I know they're both classics, but I haven't watched them yet. Fear, that's fantastic. And then we have 50 Shades Darker. 50 Shades Freed. And 50 Shades of Grey. You know, of course, those are all three cinematic masterpieces. Movies do not get better than that. I would highly, highly, highly recommend you guys watch those and laugh at them because they're pretty poor. Fight Club, classic. Fighting with My Family, really, really good movie, although it comes with 2 cuts of the movie. I watched both of them. I cannot tell a difference between 2 of them, unless I happen to click on the wrong one by mistake. Final Score, this movie is really, really good. If you have not watched that, you must. Finding Dory, great movie. Fist Fight, it's pretty decent. 5 Feet Apart, surprisingly, how the quarantine's going right now, it's pretty good. Flashdance, I don't know why we're out of focus here. One of my all-time favorites. Flatliners, the original, it's okay. Far better than the remake. Flight, great movie. Flight of the Phoenix, it's decent. Focus, great movie. Foo Fighters, Back and Forth. I have not watched that yet, although I do love the Foo Fighters. Alrighty. For a Good Time Call, haven't watched that yet. Ford versus Ferrari, fantastic. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, good movie. Forrest Gump, classic. Four Brothers, my all-time favorite movie. You all must watch that. My arm is getting tired here. Foxcatcher, it's a great one. Freddy vs. Jason, great, great movie. Then I had this edition before. The reason why I have both is because that edition has all special features on it. This one is bare bones, but I loved the disc artwork for it, so how could I not keep it? Triple feature set of Friday, Menace to Society, and Set It Off. 3 great movies. The Friday the 13th 8-movie set, this just comes with parts 1 through 8, because these are the movies that Paramount owned. I just picked this up for, like, dirt cheap. Fun movies. And then here is Friday the 13th, the remake, which is pretty good. I still need Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X, which are the 2 worst ones on Blu-ray, but what do you know? I mean, Jason Goes to Hell was fine, but Jason X was awful. Fright Night, the remake. This movie is awesome. Highly recommend that one. And then the sequel to the remake, Fright Night 2, New Blood, which I have not watched yet. From Paris with Love. Good action movie. Frozen. This is the Adam Green one. Highly recommend that one. And then, of course, we have the Disney Frozen, which I know parents are sick of by now, and I know parents are also sick of Frozen 2. But they're both great movies, so I highly recommend that. Alright, we have Full Metal Jacket, which is a classic. Funny People, highly underrated. Furious 7, the best of the Fast and the Furiouses, and one of my all-time favorites. And then I have this edition. It's supposed to be the limited collector's edition. I don't understand what it's supposed to have, though. Different artwork, maybe, but I like the artwork, so I kept it. Fury, great World War II tank movie. Well, not tank movie, but, well, I guess sort of. And we'll finish up part 3 here with Game Night, which is a fantastic comedy. So that's it. Stay tuned. Part 4, we'll finish off the first shelf.